one-of-one event. It's something that will never happen again. We have this video rendering of what we have the trees that are in the, the South Lawn. We'll know exactly where the sun is until it sets. So all the logistics are done. And now it's time we believe that this is going to be the most watched UFC event ever. This is going to be the most unique, amazing night of our entire careers. So, the fighters are walking from the Oval Office and I bet a lot of the people that cover the sport and are fans of the sport probably never even been to the White House before, and obviously the fighters. So this is a really night. And when we go to do something, I like to deliver, and I like to deliver big. So it's going to be special.
So Dana clearly locked down those White House matchups. We're talking about two completely different paths here, and they've already started putting together the pairings. The entire White House card got finalized last week.
Heard the new talk is that Conor McGregor, Jorge Masvidal could be a potential.
Oh no!
What's your thoughts? Oh, you haven't heard this?
No.
This is the biggest thing on social media now. Everyone's talking. Yeah, that Chandler's out and Masvidal's in.
In my algorithm on Instagram, I have nothing MMA.
Right?
Literally nothing MMA pops up. Yeah, I don't listen to any of the goofy shit.
No.
That goes no.
Is that considered goofy?
That's goofy shit. Yeah.
So we've been kicking around a lot of ideas, and I don't know. Me and Borsari actually fly to D.C. this week and sit down with the president and his team and start walking them through not just the production but the fight card. We have like 3 different options on all the different production stuff, and see what he likes and what he doesn't like. But let me tell you this: this event is going to be so badass and so unique and so special. And so expensive.
Dana isn't just promoting a fight, he's putting his stamp on the outcome. All this buzz about Topuria facing Gaethje at the White House venue, this goes way beyond a regular bout. You think championship pressure is tough normally? Listen, every whisper, every rumor creates this whole other level of psychological warfare. We're not talking about simple striking or grappling anymore. This is pure tactical genius under massive global scrutiny. Topuria brings that perfect record against Gaethje's relentless intensity. One mistake, one tactical misstep on that stage could completely destroy everything you've built. No fighter carries this kind of political weight, but they're going to shoulder it anyway. Trust me when I say this, one of these guys walks away with their trajectory completely altered forever.
That it's not this is not the final card.
I didn't say it was done.
Because
replay.
He said the card was built.
Card's done.
Okay, Rick? That's what he said.
Trump
He didn't
goes,
say
I
he
don't like
meant
this, I don't like that.
Beating up babies.
Trump is gonna see the card and be like, "Where's Derek Lewis?"
And Conor McGregor is not fighting Derek Lewis, according to this.
We're gonna need to make a couple changes. We're gonna need Conor versus Derek at least in the headliner.
Twice.
And then I don't see myself versus 1,000 babies.
When Dana says the White House lineup is locked, that's pure political maneuvering, a straight power play. Think that means the fights are set in stone? He's putting Topuria and Gaethje under scrutiny that dwarfs every arena. The entire country could be tuning in. This goes way deeper than just the competition. It's about how the media spins everything. Reputations get made or completely destroyed under this incredible spotlight. If Topuria headlines this thing, you're witnessing a clash where technical perfection meets raw determination. Gaethje's controlled chaos going against the champion's surgical precision, with everything on the line under unimaginable pressure. Here's the truth though, Dana isn't just selling fights anymore, he's leveraging his global influence. The psychological war starts right now, long before anyone throws a punch, and that's where the real battle happens.
Jab! Baron, throw that jab out, Baron, come on. Man, live, breathe, and die by it. So we have no idea who's going to be on it still. We don't even know who's going to be on UFC 327 in April. That's neither here nor there. We don't have any main event.
No, but the whole fucking sport the whole promotion is being held up by this. There's no title fights booked. There's nothing. So are all of them happening?
A fantastic point. No title fights booked right now. We've only had one undisputed title fight in 2026.
Flashing that White House venue around isn't just about the location. It's complete tactical dominance over the entire sport. Look at the ripple effect here. Title fights, contenders, careers, everything freezes waiting for his official word. Topuria versus Gachi isn't just another matchup, it's a complete legacy destroyer. Think about those training camps, the sacrifices, the brutal cuts these fighters endure, knowing everything might depend on political maneuvering rather than pure skill. Real championship mentality shows when you keep that title focused during total uncertainty. This isn't just promotion, it's a mental test of who can handle the storm before entering that octagon. Crack under this pressure and the results in that cage will be absolutely devastating.
Alex Pereira posted earlier, the 1, 2, 3, let's go. He wants to be on the White House card. Gable Steveson, if he wins in emphatic fashion, he wants to be on the White House card. Sean O'Malley posted a video about what his next fight could be. Here's what he had to say.
I'm ready to fight Jan. Me versus Jan at the White House. Like, what the fuck else are you gonna do? What the fuck else is there to do? I hope you knock out Jan. I will. Sugar versus Peter with co-main event. That's what I'm talking about. Shit, boy.
Think Dana's playing games with this White House card? He's creating the ultimate proving ground. Topuria against Gachi headlining this event represents total warfare. Technical precision colliding with absolute chaos. The pressure is already through the roof. This is Dana's biggest political statement yet. Consider the psychological torture, the career-defining stress on that unprecedented platform. What are you willing to sacrifice for immortality under the entire nation's gaze?
There's got to be a place for a guy that can represent America. You know, I feel like I don't think there's one American champion right now besides Gaethje, but he's kind of the interim. So if the White House happens for me, it happens for me. You know, if it doesn't, I keep moving on, and the next thing will come, and the next big thing will arise for me. But I would love to be on the White House card. That would mean a lot, but it's not the end of the world if it doesn't happen.
He talks about being an American champion. It's not just the American champions that want on. Your 170-pound champion, Islam Makhachev, he talked about being on the White House card as well. Here's what he had to say.
Let's do it. I tell them I will be ready soon.
Hear these fighters begging for that White House opportunity? Don't underestimate their desperation.
For patriotism. This isn't just about fighting in Washington.
Building this PPV monster with crystal clear intentions, Justin Gaethje has his sights set on American gold. He's targeting Ilia Topuria, an absolute assassin who just demolished a legend, completely unbothered by championship nerves. This transcends a simple main event. It's a stylistic nightmare. Justin has never faced this kind of mental warfare. Think Gaethje's toughness guarantees success against Topuria's surgical precision and fight intelligence? Not a chance. This is career-defining territory.
We will make the fighting in White House. I want to be in history.
All right, so we're getting everyone and their brothers and sisters calling for the White House card. The sport is literally on hold. Everyone's like, why do you keep talking about the White House card? It's like, because every single athlete and promoter is talking about it as well. So we get the Dana White. It's built. You know, we're going to go pass it by Trump, everything like that. We got a couple of options to go. Then we also get a tweet from Alvaro Colmenero at Colmenero on X, and he reports the plan that the UFC is trying to make involves Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje as the main event.
Dana White isn't just teasing a White House event, he's orchestrating a career-altering crucible. If Topuria versus Gaethje caps that card, you're looking at title pressure amplified by a political spectacle completely unprecedented in UFC history. Every headline, every single eye will be locked on them. That kind of attention does something strange to a fighter's mind. It goes beyond weight cuts or opponent preparation. It's that unmatched psychological burden where one strike, one miscalculation can shatter legacies. Imagine the devastating impact of failing on that stage.
Would that be White House standard for you guys, main event?
I think it is. I think it is one of the best fighters in the world. I'd love to see him back there. I think it's great. I know a lot of people, the first time I spoke about this, the idea of these two fighting at the White House, a lot of people were annoyed because I was like, is this the look America wants? You know, because I have a feeling I know who's going to win that one. No disrespect to Gaethje, I just think Ilia is the fucking man at the moment. Love that fight, honestly. What do you think, Rick, as an American?
I don't care about the patriotism aspect.
This is meant to be about America, mate.
This is the moment that drags you into deep water where your strength becomes meaningless. You know Dana understands exactly what kind of pressure he's creating.
A loss would mean for either man's title.
Under that kind of spotlight, everything changes.
I think
You last week said this would be a disappointment.
I think people on Twitter and Instagram and the wide majority of MMA fans would be disappointed with this.
They're very positive people, though, usually on X, I found.
They're also
especially
logical,
after the Tom article.
Logical, you know, and
critical
empathetic,
thinkers.
Critical thinkers is this fan base. I think people would be disappointed with this being the main event.
Really?
I think it's good.
Yep.
I think it's good enough. I think the return of Ilia is going to feel big, and if you put it on the White House, I think people can finally kind of just like...
Dana confirms this White House card is complete. If Topuria versus Gaethje becomes the featured bout, you need to accept the brutal truth. We're not talking about regular title pressure here. Ilia defends against an opponent with zero boundaries, a former champion. This goes beyond competition. It's a battle for the history books that completely consumes you. Gaethje getting his third title shot demonstrates pure strategic brilliance. When Dana White makes these moves, he's not just booking fights. He's placing elite warriors in an unprecedented arena.
PPV Monster, a statement. It's about delivering on a historic promise or expose.
Alex is out of the running. It's going to take some maneuvering to get there, but I still think John versus Alex is the most easy one to make. But if you have Conor McGregor versus anybody, I think that can take it to the next level. I would sitting here right now, I think they will get one of Conor or John. That's what I think.
You still think?
Yeah.
There's a potential for Conor or John.
I do.
Conor needs to fight. I keep saying it. This is like, I really feel like he needs to fight more than he has in a very long time, just to stimulate.
Think Dana's just throwing names on that White House card. Wrong. This isn't some casual booking, it's a statement to the world. When you hear Topuria versus Gaethje, understand the absolute war you're witnessing. The champion stakes their perfect record and untouchable aura against pure savagery. Everything they've built hangs in the balance. Forget what the analysts predict. The real battle begins long before that cage door closes. In that mental warfare space, Topuria's confidence has been bulletproof, but Gaethje turns champions into survivors. Can Topuria maintain surgical accuracy against someone who thrives in complete mayhem? You decide who breaks first.
For Conor, I think he wants the PR week that goes with fighting, not only just for himself, but for all of the enterprises around him. I think more than ever, I think he will give this an honest to God go. Like the other times he's been getting ready, I just didn't feel like his head was in it at all. And look, I don't necessarily think that it's ever going to be what it was. I was around that guy and I thought he was the best fighter in the world for a very short period of time, but he was magic. Everything he touched turned to gold. We haven't seen that guy in a decade pretty much. And
building this elite fight card where every segment, especially a probable headliner like Topuria versus Gaethje, gets positioned for maximum PPV revenue and clear political impact. This goes way beyond just another main event. It's a brutal high-stakes gamble designed to explode inside that cage. Forget all the media narratives. You're witnessing a style clash between Topuria's cold, precise striking versus Gaethje's relentless forward pressure.
One to give one chaos. That's a champ.
Your entire legacy, your reputation can vanish in front of everyone. How does that mess with a fighter's soul?
The other things that he's doing, I think the problem is going to be the contract. I think the problem is going to be Conor McGregor's expectations of what he needs to be paid, and the UFC no longer being in the business of paying that price is going to be the friction point. I don't think it's the motivation anymore.
It's a good point.
I think it's going to be the money. I think there's a world where they come to Conor McGregor and, like, you know, the Pawn Stars.
Dana dares to gamble everything, claiming this White House situation is finalized. You hear that? Finalized. If the whispers are accurate, if Topuria truly headlines this event, you're getting an absolutely savage legacy-defining war. Forget the rankings. This is pure psychological combat before the opening bell. Gaethje's warrior mentality against Topuria's calculated violence. Right now, Dana's pulling the ultimate power move, exposing who's really built for the Octagon's most intense battlefield.